On Sunday, April 9th, it was reported by several newspapers that there was an explosive device put outside a Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses that successfully detonated. No people were harmed in this, thank goodness, but there was extensive amount of property damage that was done. And I just wanted to talk about this a little bit because it's seeming like this is becoming nearly a trend, or becoming at least more prevalent, or we're hearing stories of this more and more. And honestly, it is so incredibly stupid, and it makes absolutely no sense. So I just wanted to talk about it and put in my little 2 cents. Let's get into it. Now, we don't know who did this or what the reasons were behind this, but we do have plenty of examples in the past of kingdom halls being, graffiti, property damage, burning them down, actual crimes here. We had the situation of an ex-witness that tried to place a bomb inside a kingdom hall that there was a few people inside of in Colorado just a couple of months ago. We had the situation in Germany where someone went in and killed, I think it was 7 or 8 people. And these were ex-Jehovah's Witnesses doing this. And it is like, are you drinking stupid juice? Like, where did your brain just fall out of your skull thinking that this would be somehow damaging to Watchtower? I don't know exactly the motivations, again, behind any of these things, but if your goal is you are frustrated with the mistreatment that you faced from being raised as a Jehovah's Witness or joining the religion in some capacity, and you want to get back at them, this is the dumbest way possible. Just take this instance in Italy. You have this bomb, it does a bunch of property damage. That does nothing to Watchtower leadership. It does nothing to affect the people that are running the organization. You know who is affected by it? The local Jehovah's Witnesses, who are victims themselves of Watchtower's policy. You are punishing victims of a doomsday cult. You're not punishing Watchtower. And in fact, if you really want to think about it, who are the ones that are going to actually be fixing this property damage? It's going to be the local Jehovah's Witnesses. And then who's going to get the insurance money for it's going to go to Watchtower. It's actually helping Watchtower. You are writing, by doing something like this, you are writing a check to Watchtower headquarters and just say, hey, I would like to make my local donation because I wanted to cause a little bit of property damage that the local Jehovah's Witnesses would have to fix, and then the insurance money would go to Watchtower. It's so monumentally stupid. It doesn't achieve or accomplish anything. And violence is never the answer. It never solves anything. It's like when 2 people are having a debate and someone says, well, you wouldn't say that to my face. Sure, but what does that mean? If I said it to your face, you're going to punch me? Okay, that just means you're an idiot. Violence never solves anything, and I understand that people are angry and frustrated, and it is very damaging to grow up as a Jehovah's Witness. But we know that there are effective ways of harming Watchtower's reputation. Go to your local representatives and tell them about some of the harmful practices that Jehovah's Witnesses have and how there is gaps in the law that they are exploiting in order to cover up CSA. Write to your local journalists and have them understand the harmful practices about shunning and what that does to people, how that negatively affects people's lives, especially children. Have them write stories about that, or at least attempt to. Blog posts, websites, YouTube videos, Twitter, whatever it might be. We know that there are effective ways that do help to devalue the public persona of Watchtower. It attacks them at their core, and that is letting the public know what Watchtower does behind closed doors. when you go and choose violence or you choose something that's like aggressive like this, it's not only, as I said before, maybe putting money in Watchtower's pocket, but it's also reinforcing their narrative. It's helping them. It's saying, look, we are being persecuted. Because we are doing the right thing, this has all been prophesied by Jesus. You will be persecuted on account of my name. So it's going to reinforce in people's minds that, yes, we do have the truth. Jehovah's Witnesses are right. We are living in the last days. And it's going to keep people inside that mindset. So I just wanted to talk about this a little bit because it's really frustrating to see something like this. And again, we don't know all of the motivations or anything like that. But I can just say that, from other experiences that we have heard of in the past, this needs to stop. If you want to try and do something to harm Watchtower, property damage, yelling at normal Jehovah's Witnesses who are already victims isn't going to help them at all. It's going to reinforce what they've already been told, A, about ex-Jehovah's Witnesses and apostates, and B, that Watchtower is right and you are living in the last days. It's not going to do anything to help those victims that are in Watchtower. What does help is actually pointing to very specific things. Those things can be actually very helpful. Like, hey, this is a doctrinal issue that they have. Hey, look, here's a misquotation from a book. Here's something that they said that isn't consistent with other things they've said in the past. There are effective ways to help Jehovah's Witnesses out of it, and blowing up a kingdom hall is not it. And I don't know what kind of crazy, like visions you have going on in your mind. I don't know how you get to the place of, I want to damage Watchtower or I want to help Jehovah's Witnesses. So maybe if they can't attend their kingdom hall, then they'll wake. Like, I don't even know what goes on in your dumb idiot brain that would cause you to do something like this. It's absolutely despicable. And you're committing a crime. You could be throwing your life away. Don't do that. If you want to take down Watchtower and you want to help people, there are more effective ways of doing it. Do I have all the answers? Absolutely not. Do we all make mistakes? Absolutely we do. But at the end of the day, we're not out there trying to harm people or commit crimes and do property damage that's going to can help Watchtower and not harm them. So anyway, that's my 2 cents about this. Sorry, just a quick little ranty video. I will be covering the rest of the April broadcast in tomorrow's video. I had some things come up over the weekend, so I wasn't able to record, but I'm going to actually record those now. So this one will be up on Tuesday, and then the rest of the rebuttal should be up on Wednesday and Thursday. Anyway, stay safe, be kind, and don't forget to smile. And you know what to do. Have a good ass day.